Geshe Gelek has arrived at the building, but he's not inside yet, so we'll just keep you posted. Geshe Gelek is here. We'll begin with the 7-limb prayer, which is on page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book. Gosum gupe gone chak shelo ngo shami trul chutrin malubul tog mene sak dik tung tam che shag ke page wanam la jayrang Korwa matong bardulek shugne drola chu ki korlo korwa dang jang shen ge nam jang chup chen pongo. And now the short mandala offering and the request to turn the wheel of Dharma, which are on pages 97 and 98 in the Gold Prayer Book. Can everybody see the screen? Okay, let me try again. The screen share. There we go. Sorry, everyone. Saji puki Chukshing metog tramri rabling shi ni degen padi sangye jingdu mikte uwa Idro kunam dag jing la che parshok jetsun lama dampa kenam kiche kukala ken se chu tin trik ji tar sam pe tu je tin ma la sa ke chuki char pa wap tu so idam guru ratnamandala kam nirya tayami. And now Geshe will lead us in Refuge in Bodhicitta, which is on page 98.
Oh, sorry. Sanje cheta soje chanjo dani chazunje dage chushi jebe sanam sanje no mayo sanje cheta soje chanjo bando dani chazunje dage chushi jebe sanam Rama Veja no Sanje Chodan Soje Chodan Chanjo Bando Dane Dage Chishin Jebe Sunam Rama Veja Adala Meme Na Mia Je Omado Jaje Lazo Chishin Chodan Chawa Jaba Namo Sanje Sola Rama Jebe Tampe Chunye Chinen Dishi Namo Lai Kanano Dani Namo Dani Kanano Dowa Kunjan Dana Jazama Tamche Kedo Dange Chune No Kwange Tuze Niso Ne Tawa Tamche Pame Tampe Chune Tenze Wadam Dela Chatse No Oh yeah, good evening. Good evening, all my friends. Oh yeah. I hope this is going to be the last patient class, hopefully. We will see. So now here are the root texts, from the Shantideva, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. And this is like commentary from His Holiness the Dalai Lama, 14th Dalai Lama, on this book, chapter number 6, where Master Shantideva talks about, in very depth, talks about the benefit of practicing patience and benefit of controlling your anger. We've been reading this now many witnesses. So, Shia Dunga Yundenis Chöwe Tekwa Sewa Ches. Kuapala Ninjiche Dila Zemjin Kelangas. Shia means again or also. Shia means also again. Dungao Yunde, Dungao Tuka. Problems, difficulties, complications, suffering, dungal. It's nothing to do with the pain. According to Buddhist philosophy, when you hear the word suffering, it's nothing to do with the pain. It's much more deeper than physical pain. Suffering is much more deeper than physical pain. So that's why I've been using this word complications. Dungal share also dungal suffering, so yende quality of suffering. Usually we don't see any quality in suffering. We don't see any qualities in suffering. That's unfortunate because seems like suffering is part of life. It's only a matter of time. Sooner or later, we will experience sufferings. If you manage to see the qualities in the suffering, so then you get a lot of benefit. But generally speaking, it's very hard. So now, what is the qualities? What is the qualities of suffering? What is the quality here? A little bit different. What's the quality of suffering? Joy. Joy literally means like it's not just, it's like feeling low, feeling down because something's not working well. So you don't feel up, you feel kind of like down. Joy literally means like kind of like sad. I guess the sadness has many different layers. I'm not talking about the gross part of the sadness. Maybe sadness has probably different gross, subtle, very subtle. Tepa means like pride, arrogance. So that makes sense. When you are sick, it's hard to get arrogant or pride. So that is the qualities of the suffering here in this root text by Master Shantideva, mentioned in his text, Guide to Bodhisattva Way of Life, that text, chapter number 6, Master Shantideva said, when this book has been written around 8th century, many centuries ago, this book has been written, a long time ago. That's the Master Shantideva was like a result of looking very thoroughly the benefit of practicing patience, managing your anger, like even though you are sick, getting angry will not help. Rather, if you manage to see some quality in that suffering, either that's like physical or mental, if you manage to see, at least it's making me not to be arrogant or pride. That's the quality. Koapala ningjichis, korwa samsara, cyclic existence samsara. Why they call cyclic existence? Kor literally means cycle. So that is like when you're coming in, so there's like some painting outside of the door. So that's called 12 link. That's how it never ends. It goes round and round. That's what's called cyclic existence, called korwa. Korapa and being that part of the cycle is called korapa. Beings that are not yet managed to break the cycle, still going through the cycle, that's called korapa, meaning samsaric beings. So Ningje, compassion. So we should develop compassion towards those beings who's part of these cycles or samsaric beings, or should not get angry, rather should generate compassion. They may know going through physical difficulties or mental difficulties, but they are part of the cycle. So that is the foundations that you could generate compassions, because they are not free from this cycle. If you are not free from the cycle, complications continues. Complications related to the mind, related to the body, that continues. Digla zemshin, dig means like something that hurts, indirectly, directly hurts other beings through word, through physical actions, through thought. So this is something to be mindful. The teaching of karma. Nothing just happened. We just say, it just happened. Nothing just happened. Everything happened based on causes and conditions. Nothing just happened. It's our idea. That's what we say is our idea, not based on reason. It's just what we say. Or just something just happened. Nothing just happened. Everything happened based on causes and conditions. Happiness happened based on causes and conditions. Suffering happened based on causes and conditions. It's not just happen. Therefore, we need to be mindful. Make sure that we don't hurt someone verbally, physically, mentally. Something to be mindful of. Gelek, virtue, positive deed should be we must make ourselves like to do good things that benefits other directly, indirectly, then that benefits you. That is something we should or we must do. What we should not do, make sure that you don't hurt someone directly, indirectly, verbally, physically, mentally. It will come back. It's only a matter of time. It will come back. When it comes back, then you are not happy. So then there's nothing much you can do. So unless you purify, create the cause. That's like creating the cause for problems, complications, sufferings. So there's something to be mindful and should not do. Mindful. What we should do, must do something positive. That's the cause for happiness. Also, then do something good. That's as simple as that. Another commentary from His Holiness 14 Dalai Lama. Nganzu dungan namla gewe chachi. Within the suffering, there is something that's like virtue. There's something within the suffering. There's something that's a virtue, positive. It has something positive. For example, pena means for example. Ngaja chungdu doshinsa. Because your arrogant, your pride disintegrate. Because you are going through difficulties. It's hard to be pride or arrogant. So there's the benefit. That is the virtue. Nganzu shinji dunga la samje cheto batans. So that's very true. So then if somebody is going through the same thing, then you sympathize because you know exactly how it feels because you already went through that. And when you see somebody going through that, and you sympathize because not just based on mere knowledge, not just based on mere, how to say, observations and noticing because you already went through that. Then you can relate because you already went through that. So therefore, the great practitioner, they relate themselves with others. So therefore, they develop compassion because when I look, I'm not free from this cycle. And when I look around, same thing, no cycle. That's why I have compassion too. I have a compassion towards myself. I sympathize towards myself. I'm working very hard to liberate myself and trying very hard to break that cycle for the sake of my happiness. And not just that, then thinking to help others to break their cycles. So that's my goal or missions. Then you don't just see the suffering, you understand the suffering because you went through that and you sympathize. And you connect, then you relate, you connect. That's very true. Long time ago, one of the members, he go through this cycle of depressions like every 10 years. And he's going through that. So then I let him stay in my house. So then hoping that I will take care of him. It's very hard to understand because I myself never experienced depressions. I have no clue. or maybe I have experience, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know what to call, how to say. Physically looks fine, but there's something very heavy inside the mind, all confused or like not able to say anything good. I cannot relate because I never experienced, but like Buddhist practice helps me to serve. So then what I did, I thought about what I did, then I asked from the center member, I asked around the center member who already went through depressions, probably they have a better understanding. Maybe I'm hoping that I could ask them to come to see him. So then that day he kind of lights up. He's kind of lights up. Finally he realized somebody who understands what he's going through. And he kind of brightened up his day. So then I asked him to take him to walk. So usually I'm the one who's taking him to walk every day, like hours and hours. There's nothing to say. I can't teach meditations. It's not in the right positions. Very hard to talk about Dharma, talk about meditation, just walk, no talk, just walk. One time, it's very interesting, one time we are sitting in front of the lake around the evening, so all of a sudden they saw the sunset somehow gave him joy. Somehow it gave him joy. So never know where the helps come from. So that's the only one moment that I recognize that he's feeling something good. Just seeing the sunset give him joy. So like that. So then people who went through that, when I ask them to come, then they come, then they talk, then they take him on. That day is kind of like brighten up a little bit, brighten up. So that's exactly here. You relate, he probably relate with that person's and relate. So it seems like there's like he's in the deep hole, they're not able to get out, but I can really relate, can see. Oh, like that. So you can understand, not just see, you can understand, you can have better understanding of other persons going through. So then not just that, then your compassion increase because you know exactly what is going through because you went through that, just came out. So understanding what is samsara, having a knowledge about samsara helps you to develop universal compassion. It's not just word, it has to have reason. Just talking about universal compassion, that's not how you develop universal compassion. Like talking, no actions. So don't see the reason why universal compassion is important. Having a good understanding of nature of samsara, or you see the reason why universal compassion is very much needed. Okay. Not just that, top of that. Tadum is top of that, top on that. Huh? Okay, not just top of that, on top of that, on top of that. On top of that, nganzu sabsa chine dungaji ju je misopares. Not just that, another benefit of any of you falling asleep? Just checking. Just checking. Not accusing, just checking. See, like karma, there's a set of teachings. I think it's good to learn, you don't have to believe, it's good to learn. If you just close yourself, then you limit solutions. You are not limiting sufferings by not educating yourself about karma or like life before this, life after that. No, I'm not asking anybody to believe. Shakyamuni Buddha did not ask anybody to believe. Buddha said, analyze, open, just think, read, think. Oh, this is exactly. What is karma? So like karma is not just word, it's like whole set of teachings, The blaming game will end. If you understand karma well, the blaming game will end. Nothing to blame. Idea blaming someone, what we are hoping, we're hoping to achieve result. There'll be no result. So it's good to learn, educate yourself. Oh, in Buddhism, 2,500 years ago, they are talking about samsara. What is samsara? Just read. What is karma? What is emptiness? What's death and dying, meditation? What's impermanent? Just read. You will understand. Just read. Beneficial. So, why I'm saying this here, we become mindful, not to create the cause for suffering, because I don't want suffering. Suffering just happen like that, doesn't happen like that. Happiness doesn't happen like that. If it's happened like that, then everybody should be happy. Why not? Because it just happened like that. It's not like that. So then you become more mindful, conscientious about creating negative karma. Sake of what? Not sake of religion, sake of your happiness, that's all. Sake of yourself, that's all. No, that's all. So that kind of like, how is the mindfulness, or the general. Inayangsa but mantaya minnam la sa chechung la matyoba shen chinti lo shi yos. Minnam la sa human. Manta means minimum, very minimum, how is it, minimally, huh? Minimally, so. Minimally. So all the human has Chechula Matebas, not to talk about big or small, but everyone has a thought or feeling or thought or sensations to cherish others. Is that true? Ask yourself. Could be some probably has more. Every day meditate, think importance of well-being of other sentient beings, would put effort, meditate every day, may have bigger. No? But every human has some like some level of that cherishing others' well-being. So that's what it says. Xie Jinzun, Xie, others, Jinzun means like cherish, Xie Jinzun, lo. Every human has that. Nganche, lo di, it's not like we are starting from scratch, starting from zero. It's not like that. We are starting from something. Nganche, lo di, kongbe to tanes. What we need to do, we need to increase, we need to nurture, increase that whatever you call feeling, sensations, awareness, understanding, realization, whatever you call. So that needs to be improved or increased. Shimbeji sambate, shimbeji samba, thought, awareness or mind. Mind that want to benefit. Shimbika Samba. Pain is benefit. Mind that want to benefit others, so that mind. So when that mind reach to the fullest level, tameba juya tsena teni nganzuji chajusimda. So then when that mind that want to benefit others, when that mind reach to the fullest level, so then that is called bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, that is called bodhicitta. All right? So Shimbinji lo di kundu drowa gojin chige zoni. What is the main obstacles in order to increase that thought, the thought that want to benefit? What is the main obstacle, the thought that want to benefit other? Nisim, thought that want to harm. Nisim, Krisim, means harm. Krim is like not really harming, but waiting for opportunity to harm. Not harming now, but thinking maybe waiting what? Right moment, that's not right moment. So I'm not sure whatever we are waiting. So the moment they want to harm. So Krisim, Krim. Nisim, the thought they want to harm, that's produced by probably gross level of anger. Krisim is like subtle level of anger, still deep down there, still holding, waiting for opportunities. Control change, then anger. These are the main obstacles in order you to develop your thought at the fullest level, the thought that want to benefit other sentient beings. To develop that in the fullest level, the main obstacles. These are the main obstacles. Therefore, therefore, we need patience. We need to practice patience. In order to weaken the power of those mind that want to harm, mind that are waiting for opportunities, anger, so on and so forth. These minds comes with the power. Power. So practicing patience will reduce their power. Then eventually, hopefully, get bigger and eventually root out. That's the goal. More you practice patience, less you become angry, less you become angry, not anger, sorry. Nobody become angry at the moment. No one's become angry. So if you become angry, then there's not much hope. Oh. More you practice patience, the less you become angry. Patience is the best method or technique or mechanism to eliminate anger. No need to believe, just analyze. The tene, so then after that, continue. Tene means continue, or maybe after that, tene. Sewe kola shuva ina, if I may say talks about love. Sewa is love. Sewe kola shuva. This is His Holiness word. Sewe kola shuva ina, if I may give you some explanation about love. In my view, in my view, everyone's like to be loved. That's true. Everyone like to be loved. I'm not sure about kids. So sometimes kids says, "Oh, you're so cute." The kids say, "Oh, I'm not cute." They don't like to be called cute. Same like one of my nephew. curly hair, kind of. People say, "Oh, so cute." So, I'm not cute. So I don't know why they don't like to be cute. So there's different. There's a different case. I'm not really cute. So his Holiness personal view or understanding. Everyone that likes to be loved. This is human nature. This is our nature. Nothing to questions. Why? Nothing to question. That's just human nature. Tana, at least even the animals, even the animal likes who's the person who's giving them love. Cham love. Chong means like taking care of, taking care of, taking care of and love with the taking care of. So even animals. So that's true. That's very true. No need to have debate. That's true. It's been proven. It's not like 2,500 years ago somebody reading the book, writing the book. No. Nowadays you can see. So I'm one of the living examples, becoming friends with animals in your backyard. So no need to have debate. So that happens. All kind of animals, rabbit, squirrel, bird, you can become close to them if you love them and care about them, so they become close. So there's even like animals that likes someone who's giving them love and care, taking care of them. They even like so. When you see it, then you kind of like also happy that some human and animal become friends. So kind of like also like Tana tunjus junjunago res, Mishigi chola seven namju tempe kapsus. If someone if someone like shows you expression, physical expression of love, there was another seven nam. Yeah, even that like the voice change, the face change, everything change. When you get angry, same thing, face change, voice change, everything change. But that change, nobody appreciate. When you love someone, then your expression change, your voice change, it makes them happy. So that's not his only said. So there's many words. You can find the books. I'm just not really making them up, but saying them. If somebody is expressing like expression, if somebody is showing you the expression of love, he is that expression, Churangla, the what it gives you pleasure or joy or happiness. Tenda Junki Mindu comes, he's always asking all of us. Isn't that true? Do you feel good if somebody is showing love? Isn't that true? He's always asking. Mindu comes, Sewa ni dowa mi jizo tangs. Love. Chulu tsame no zidung chibi yundeshi. Love is the qualities that highly embraced within the society, within the spiritual practice. Nangde chibi chulu tsame susu tembala nawe chedo pabe yundeni simjela zivi sibi yundeti sungiyos. Within the religious communities, the best qualities that you that you protect or project, like the belief, not belief, to see. In Buddhism, Shakyamuni Buddha, Christianity, Jesus, then Allah, then it goes on, let's go on. What is the best quality you see in them is love. Love. And also the scriptures also explains that's the best, the qualities they possess. Jide Kyobabo Dekhensos, like someone who believes in God, everything's been created by God. The God is the one who created everything, believing that kind of like path of spirituality or religions. So those people, Kunzu Ninje or Jesus, they also talk about compassion. Simjinji Gunja Chibi Kansa Chiju Zoni Kunzu Chamze is. So their main practice is loving kindness, compassion. That's what they say, that's what they talk. Nganzu tsewa kunla chabe takshingi kor shekapsa. Nganzu tsewa kunla chabe takshin shiki kor shekap. Takshin is like, like same like heaven or pure land. Different between desire realm, there are also like, I'm not sure, some religions like indicate like heaven as like some of the celestial realms. Maybe different version, different definitions of heaven. Buddhism that we are not looking for go to heaven, we are looking for liberations. We are not looking for temporary, temporary pleasure. We are we are aiming for everlasting happiness, moksha, or enlightenment. So now the heaven, from the different definitions, from different religions' point of view, definitions, heaven. So, so that's not His Holiness said. I'm just making this. I'm just saying. When we talk about the heaven, when we talk about pure land, heaven, whatever, as I mentioned, different definitions. Yeah, of course, human naturally have feeling or the wish to go there. Just sounds wonderful, sounds so good, so that people want to go. But nganzu tashini denzo tabdugi kingbi yulungshimba sheba ina. If you talk, when you explain, giving explanation about the heaven or pure land, if you say, oh, there's always like fighting, going, the stealing, cheating, but then you don't have wish to go there. You don't have wish. Even somebody's talking about heaven, doesn't sound very good, so you don't want to go there. So, it's like some kind of place that's always fighting. Nobody wants to go there. So you say, oh, it's pure land, heaven is all peaceful, no violence, it's just peace. Yeah, of course you want to go there. That's the reason why you want to go, because so peace indicates that human naturally have. It's not starting from zero. You want to go to a place where there's peace. We are not looking for go to a place where there's violence. This human nature doesn't like violence. Human nature likes love, compassion, all of that. So we kind of embrace the importance of love, compassion. We do. We embrace. Nesim da napsim, krensim konto double ganachim. We don't like. If you say, do you like to harm someone? Probably you don't say, no, I don't like to harm someone. Yeah, so actually the nature, that's why His Holiness always said human nature is good, is something good, positive. You need to has improve the fullest level, need to improve, can't just leave it there, need to improve. So that's the human nature. We don't like to do something that hurts some people. We don't like. Even though you say, oh, I'm greatly enjoying killing someone, not true. We just say it's not true. It's not true. How you can be happy killing someone? It's impossible. It's impossible. Deep down, you know it's not true. You just say, sake of what? Who knows? Sake of like could be all kinds of things. But deep down, you know that's not true. And I'm saying this, that, no, not he's only saying this, that deep down how you can be happy, like harming someone, it's impossible. No? Criticism, the control of we don't like anger, we don't like, that's human nature. Therefore, therefore, so there's a love is the one that everybody likes. And it's considered as it's like highly respected and considered as something sacred. Sacred, it's a good thing. So that spiritual field within the society, within the spiritual communities, love has been highly praised and highly praised. Everybody thinks there's something good things. Nobody thinks like something negative. That one, with effort, we can improve. That is something that you can improve, you can nurture. It probably grows from the fullest level. It could increase. Many people they are kind of like patience, very tolerance, patience. And then some other people they think, oh, maybe like maybe you have no has the power to maybe you have no power to fight back. Meaning looking from the negative way, not seeing as something very wonderful thing, or maybe you are a coward, or maybe you have no power to fight back. Not true. So that's what some people, that's also human, we consider them as like sign of weakness. That's very unfortunate, very unfortunate. It's not good. His Holiness said that is mistake. Nuntum is mistake, that's mistake. Syobani, patient, patience is the sign of power. Patience is the sign of power. Power. Oh, that's very true. Syobani tuju tatashin. Niba maybe tane konto is what is the sign of powerless? Anger is a sign of powerless. When you're angry, that means you have no power. Powerless. For example, Mishiki Junze Yandaki Tones, Nidishila Tsobachi, somebody is like arguing based on concrete reason. good reason. You could say a good reason. Somebody's arguing about something based on good reason. Michigi Junzi Yangda maybe like subject, could be anything, subject, or debating based on reason about some topic or some subject. So that person has confidence about his arguments because it has reason, good reason. Mase Tana Jumdang Dembe Gonetera Sashi Chabaris. Not just that, or maybe will explain like with a smile rather than angry face because it has good reason. Tele do this other way around. Kona Junzi and the Chik Meba Kona Junzi and the Chik Meba Kajang Guna. Other way around, you have no good reason, but just arguing continuously. Kona is a control line, Kanichishi Dijime. So then there's a tendency that person will say all kinds of things, nonsense things, because doesn't have reason, doesn't have good reason for the argument. Whatever the argument about house, job, could be many things. Minnamla sosu chishi cheshimba ti tela dengzi. If you have confidence, whatever you are doing, arguing or debating, whatever you are doing, if you have confidence, then like it's hard to get angry. Hard to get angry. Control is simple because of churches. Because the anger comes when your mind was disturbed. Now, if your mind was disturbed, then anger comes. So then we go back into the mode of defense. So then very mechanism that we use, unfortunately, then anger. So then Shantideva said in this chapter number 6, somewhere in chapter number 6, Shantante da jom, so Shantante rely on anger, then you, da jom is destroyed. Finished. Then you basically, not physically finished, but there your peace in your mind. So then some people say like, not in the Gata Buddhist way of life, 1 minute of anger destroys 60 seconds of happiness or peace of mind. Very true. That's what has been destroyed. And when that destroyed, then you are also destroyed. Finished. You are also finished too. That's the His Holiness commentary on this root text. Teacher. So now, did you see the root text? Can you read the stanza that I already comment or read? So the next one, please.
I'm not positive which stanza.
Oh, doesn't matter. We are practicing patience here.
Hang on.
Talking about the positive within the suffering, that the quality within the suffering, that quality is to make you not to be pride or arrogant. Or I will just.
I'm not sure, Geshe.
Huh?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. It's in the book. Or which page? Sorry, Tibetan. We are not organized. So
I'm not.
There's teaching. There's 4 different style of teaching. Ratu Gitsasawa, the goat eating grass. That's one way to teach. Goat, so when you see goat, next time when you go farmland, they eat, they jump up, they eat, tip, they don't finish. So that's one teaching style. You just start, never finish. I have that. I possess that one too. Charog Sangchao means like the crow making nest. Or bring one stick, just put it there, bring another one, just put it there, not really order. It's all then when the nest was built, it all looks like something sticking out, something sticking up. So that means talking here a little bit from page number 1, then maybe after page number 10, then after page number 91, then page number all mixed. There's like teaching style like coral making nest. I also have that too. So then Migingi says now person who doesn't have teeth. There's another teaching style, way of teaching. So what they do, so they are not going to probably eat something hard. For them it's hard to chew. So they only pick soft food. Meaning you explain the easy part and you leave difficult part. Okay, we'll go jump on, and then there's the 3, so I think 3 or 4. Yeah, 3. So I have all of that. So that's why you are not finding the
I'm
text.
so sorry.
That's why you are not finding the text. No, it's not you, it's me. Tipa laso dungaji june chala mitowas. Semyo namla chiteto teta kunja chenchikus. Tipa laso dungaji june chala mitowas. Tipa is like jointis. Oh, then that's just example. Could be headache, could be stomach ache, could be anything. Could be any physical, discomfort. How often you get angry with your stomach ache? How often? How did you ever get, or I'm not sure, ever get angry? But it's causing some pain. No, it's not making you well. Headache makes you unwell. Do you ever get anger towards headache? How to say? Jungne chalamindo, jungne. June could be like element, 4 element, that's not, generally speaking, that's what we don't do. We don't get angry with the headache. That's normally we don't, generally speaking. So then Shantideva was wondering why you are angry with beings, people, because they cause pain. Same thing, headache also cause pain. You are not angry with the headache. Why are you angry with people? So Shantideva said, that's exactly what I mean. Total analysis. How to prevent, how to protect you from anger. How to protect your peace of mind from anger. And how to embrace the teaching of patience or practice of patience. Similar like chitetos. Not to analyze, it's not like just believe. Analyzing one by one. Why I'm getting angry? Why I'm getting angry? What is the reason why I'm getting all one by one? All of that headache caused by conditions. Someone's being not nice to you caused by conditions. All of them caused by the same thing. Why you don't get angry with your headache? Why you get angry with your friend? Shantideva just raising a question. So. The commentary from His Holiness. Dungani somi nigarchisis. So our suffering not necessarily always come from people. Sometimes it's called, could comes from eating something. Heat doesn't talk. Maybe caused by heat wave. That's so that's why Dungani sodium somi. Sodium is someone who has. Sodium is a living being. Somi means not living being. Dungani sodium somi nigarchisis. Is it possible the pain could come from both of them, not just one? Nganche, us. Namshi tabi someji chön namaya, chön na mö si jans. Nganche, namshi tabi, namshi means weather. Someji, that's like non-living being. Weather is non-living being. Chön namla mö si jans. Yeah, so people will do so like Yeah, everywhere the people curse, everywhere, not just the West. Everywhere, the different way of cursing. So when weather's raining day after day, so people do get to like say something about something to weather. Meanwhile, weather don't hear anything. So, so they get angry. So then they say, no, so much of the music is like criticizing. Nganzo pacha junto control has in the southern chairs. That is like that's looking down, saying something negative towards like non-living being. That is possible, but usually, generally speaking, we get angry with the living beings. Usually, we get angry with living beings. Southern chairs. Kalde nganzo michiba so then tell her takje cheba inasa. If we analyze, oh, she's making me unhappy, she's the one who's making me unhappy, he's the one making me unhappy. If you analyze, oh, that's what it's analyze. Nganzu mizu says, nganzu michiba sobe so then living being. If you analyze, nganzu so then tenam, she want to juriba shijus. If you analyze, then you find out that person is not happy for some reason. That's why it's causing you, also making you unhappy because that person is not happy. What kind of reason? Or could be all kind of reason. Or like, that's why just having an intellectual understanding of what kind of complication you experience as a samsaric being, or there are 6 of them. 6 of them. It's only a matter of time. It's already there. I'm not experienced doesn't mean it's gone away. It's there. Oh, how many complications simply just being a human? Oh, there's 8 of them. 8 of them. So if you remind yourself on a daily basis, so then you are aware, at least you are aware. At least you are aware of those complications. When that happens, you already know. You already know. It's not like you don't know, you already know. So that helps, that really helps. Helps. It could help big way, but at least it helped a little bit. It could help you in a very big way if you really concentrate. So then, what is the result? Why you should analyze? When you analyze, then you will find out that person is not happy, or maybe that person is under the influence, under the 100% under the influence of something negativities, jealousy, anger, could be all kind of things. If you analyze, you'll find out that. If you don't analyze, it's just evil. That's all. Your conclusion is just evil. That's all. Does that help? No. Nobody benefited seeing evil. Nobody benefited in the past. In the present time, probably not going to benefit. In the future, same thing. No one will benefit. Tenamji susu ramang yue shindu ngazu neba chava means. It very much seems like it's very intentional. It very much seems, feels, looks very intentional. Could be wrong. Maybe they are like under the influence, they are forced by anger, jealousy, greed, dissatisfactions. If you don't analyze, you don't see those. Oh. So in that case, then you realize that person is powerless. Like me, when I get angry, I'm kind of powerless. My life is overrun by anger. So that's what I do. I say harsh word. Nobody does something positive when they're like under the influence of anger. Nobody able to say good things. Never have in the past, not having now, not going to have in the future. When people get angry, what they do, their words become harsh. their thought become sharp, and their physical deed become not good. That's for everyone. It's not just someone harming you. Then I'm just so that's why I'm saying this. This is like anger management program. Chapter number 6. Shantideva thoroughly researched how to stop. This chapter has more page. This book has 10 chapters. Chapter number 6 has the more page. Why? Main subject of chapter number 6 is patience. Not easy. Easy to say, not easy. No, so it requires a lot of thinking, a lot of analysis. Not just analysis, require thorough analysis. That's how you manage to protect your peace of mind. So not easy. Cho dini shena nganzu ni nimo be shawadu jiribes. Yeah, it's hard to do if you are under the influence of disturbing thought. How you can do good things is impossible. It's impossible. Therefore, you cannot blame. You cannot blame yourself. You can't look down. You become helpless. You need to understand that you become powerless. You think that you have control. You don't have control. Oh, how I'm going to get control? Oh, daily basis, you need to think the downside of anger, the benefit of patience, daily basis. That's called meditations. I think. So then you could, you could. It's possible that make sure that you don't become like you don't you yourself doesn't influenced by disturbing thought. So when the disturbing thought rise, you stop them. Other than that, and then I'm bad. I'm kind of ashamed. I've been going to Kadamba Center a very long time. Still, I'm getting angry. All those nonsense doesn't benefit. Doesn't benefit. Why you shame? Instead of shame, that you should understand that you at that moment you become powerless. You have no power. So that's what happens. You are under the influence of disturbing thought, klesha, inflicted mind. There's no power to control. There's none, zero. There's no power to control anything. It's just overrun by anger. Therefore, so the conclusion here, the conclusions, the Master Shantideva's point, if you look at from the deep down, if you look at very carefully, really there's no reason to get angry. There is no reason to get angry. Is that true? It's very hard. Even though it's very true, it's very hard just to understand, just forget about practicing that, just to understand, Is that true? There is no reason to get angry. Is that true? And so we don't have any reason to get angry. Is that true? That's not what we say. We say, I have tons of reason to get angry, tons of reason to get angry. When you get angry, you are finished. You are finished. Are you aware of that? You may have tons of reason to get angry. The moment you get angry, you are finished. Are you aware of that? So compared to that, finishing yourself or tons of reason, which one you choose? It's up to you. That's I say, not His Holiness said. So that's very true. Yeah, someone says something that you don't like, or you say something somebody doesn't really approve or agree, then of course that you are not happy because you are saying something that person don't take it very seriously and pay not much attention, or maybe goes against what you say. So then we goes back to the defense mode. The very mechanism we use is anger. So then you scream, you shout, so then also all kind of things. That peaceful environment is completely destroyed. 5 minutes before, that atmosphere is not toxic. Now after 5 minutes, it becomes so toxic. Who's enjoying? Nobody. You felt the reason to shout or scream, and other person probably feel the same thing. Maybe shout, maybe say something, first time say something, next moment you catch yourself. You catch yourself that you are going to burn entire environment. Nobody going to be alive there. You second moment you catch, then you deliberately choose not to continue. That is possible, very possible. That's very possible. Then you just shut your mouth, you just close your mouth, choose not to say anything. Because you know exactly what's coming, you know. Other person probably like now is kind of feeling bad. Maybe they shouted. Maybe this gives space for other person to think what happened. The person not saying anything. So first, the person will not say anything because you are not saying anything. How come that all of a sudden you stop? So that gives other person to think, or maybe like, oh, not good. So then you'll finish. So after that, when you look back, you feel great, you feel good that it is possible to practice a patience with the mindfulness. It is very possible. If somebody is shouting at you, you don't have to lose your peace of mind. I did lost few seconds. I just shouted. So now I don't want to lose all of them. I just catch myself, so not good. I deliberately, willingly choose not to say anything for sake of this environment doesn't turn into very toxic. So it's very possible. That's possible. There's the progress. There's the progress. There's the progress. So there's the progress. Then eventually maybe you reach to the point. Say, oh, somebody who's annoying you, maybe they will reach to the point you consider that person as your teacher or teaching me patience. Now it's so hard, so hard. How I can, doesn't mean it's impossible. It is possible, but it's so hard. So maybe you reach to the point to see, oh, giving me opportunity to practice patience, maybe you will probably reach to that point eventually. Not right away, but first need to control our emotions. So, not just only the sake of religious belief doesn't make sense. Your happiness, your peace of mind, that's critical. That's critical. For that, then you do for that. Then you realize, oh, practicing patience is helping myself, nothing more. It's just helping myself. Indirectly helping other people too. You know, so then that's how you one should practice. I think, in my view, that's how all the spiritual practice should be done like that. Helping myself, that's all. Why you do that? Well, helping myself. Mantra, every time. Why you do that? Helping myself. What is the goal? I want to help each and every living beings. And first I need to help myself. So then I will help them. So like that. So then the spiritual practice is like, has meaning, purpose. It's helping myself. Yeah. Everybody likes to help themselves, so why not? But then you realize, oh, that's good, you know. No, so that is, I think, how all the spiritual practice should be done, with that kind of mindset, helping myself. So then I think you see some meaning, the more likely you do. All right. So then here, so so now we will stop. Okay, so we'll stop before anybody has fall down. So we'll stop. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all my friends online. Mm.
Okay, well, we'll say the dedication prayers in the Gold Prayer Book there on pages 235 and 236. Gewadi nyo judag lama sange drup gyurne drowa chikyang malupa Dei sala gupar shog Jangchub sem chogrin poche ma ke panam ke gyurchig ke wanyam pa me pa yang gong ne gong du pel war shog Jampel pa wo ji tar kien padang kun tu zang po de yang de jin te da kun gi je su lag top cheer ge wa di dak tam che rap tu ngo du sum shek pe gil wa tam che ki ngo wa gang la chok tu ngag pa de dak she ge we tsa wa di kun kyang sang po chu cheer rap tu ngo war gi Dagi tine sagpege wadi tendang drowa kun lagang pendang ke parjet sun lo zang drag pai tenpe ning po ring du sel je shog. And the short long life prayers are on page 36 or page 244. Gangri ra we kor we jing kam dir pendang de wa ma lu jung we ne chen re zi guang ten zin get so e sha pe si te bar du ten gyur chig Jonu i e nag la wang jor tu awa ta re tsen ba rap sot pa lob xiang gel we de tong leg pel shog jasir gen gur lama sol wa deb. And then the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche, peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Lozang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then 7 Green Tara mantras for Geshe, Gelek, and Geshe Sangpo's long, happy, healthy lives. Om Tari Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
All right, everyone, have a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Good night. Thank you, Linda.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you, Linda.
Good night. Night, everyone.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Geshe.